If you watched our last video, I told you I was gonna attempt to cook for Daniel. Tonight's the first Friday night. Let's see what we're gonna be cooking up for him tonight. So I was trying to look up recipes and I thought this looked absolutely delicious. This looks so fancy. And when I was looking at the instructions, it looks so easy, so quick. And so I was like, I can do this. I can like do some bougie cooking and people won't even know that like I didn't even have to try that hard. If you watched our last video, I went to the grocery store on the hunt to get all of these ingredients so I could make the perfect dinner for him. And I waited till the very end to get the main ingredient. And so by the time that I realized that I didn't have the main ingredient that I needed, I already had everything else in my shopping cart. And I'm not like a dump type of person. Like I don't just take all my random stuff and put it on a shelf. I worked in retail, I'm not that one. I will put everything back individually. And I just didn't feel like doing that. So I left the store with all of the supplies except the main ingredient. And I think I left that video off by letting you guys know that I was gonna go to my grandma's house and try to figure out what her suggestion was. They were missing like one of the main ingredients. So I don't know, I really don't have the energy to go to another store. Maybe I'll ask my grandma what her suggestion is and then we'll go from there. So here it is, here's her suggestion. My grandma suggested, since she already had these in her freezer, that I still use this pesto sauce because pesto is literally good on everything. And then just make the same sauce that was gonna be on this, but then like substitute this word out. How do you say that? Ganache? Ganache? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I'm mispronouncing that. Anyways, so the same sauce, but on spinach raviolis. I kind of feel like a failure because this is our first time and I'm not even making what I set out to make. But it's okay because we're improvising. This is the first time. So every week from here, it can only go up, right? Right. I mean, a long time ago on our channel, if I can find it, I'll link the video. I cooked for Daniel for the first time. I made him like teriyaki chicken.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would
explain to me why this looks like soup. And I decided to home make the teriyaki sauce. Don't know why I was being so ambitious. I literally don't even know how to cook. And it turned into soup. So his chicken was like soup. Daniel already texted me that he was packing up from work. He's not working that far from home today, and then he has to go check on his mom's dog because she's on vacation. So I don't know how much time that buys me, so we better get into it and make sure to stay till the end. We will get Daniel's honest reaction of my food. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with these raviolis because when I was at my grandma's house earlier, I asked my mom and my grandma if I should make the sauce first or the raviolis. And I think they said the raviolis. So let's see what these say. I'm already boiling water, as you saw. And it says, heat 4 quarts of water to gentle boil. Add a pinch of salt, add pasta, do not separate pasta. My mom told me that's a huge thing. You cannot separate the pasta or else it's a whole mess. The insides are gonna be on the outside and then that's not really ravioli anymore. That's just a whole mess. Daniel and I always get into this. I could make literally anything in the microwave and he's like, why would you do that? Why would you make it in the microwave when it would taste 10 times better in the oven or on the stove? And I'm like, because I'm hungry now. I'm hungry now, not later. I understand. But my tummy doesn't tell me till it's real hungry and then it's too late when you use the microwave. Do I add the pasta after the boil or while it's boiling? Wait, it says cook 4 minutes and drain, so I'm thinking actually, since it says that, I'm actually thinking that we have to let it boil. Then after it's boiled, cook for an additional 4 minutes and then do it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm taking a look at this and it says to whisk the pesto, lemon juice, milk, salt, all that. Okay, in a saute pan or skillet. So do I not make it in a bowl first? We just go straight to business, just straight to the pan? That makes me kind of nervous. It didn't sit right with me that we were going straight to the stove. So I'm gonna bring my little saute pan or whatever onto my counter so I can mix everything here first. 1/3 cup of kale pesto. Salt and pepper for taste. They say for taste, so they don't really tell you how much to put, so I'm just gonna put some for taste. I know that I'm not really a cook, but I know that Daniel's a cook. And I know that he says sometimes you just gotta trust it, right? So I'm just trusting it. I don't really know. Half a cup of grated Parmesan. So Daniel loves to get the fresh stuff and do it himself. But to be completely honest with you, I was feeling really lazy to grate it. So we just bought this half cup of Parmesan. Ooh, and that clump, yeah. Oh, it kind of, this one is for taste. Forget about the salt and pepper, put some Parmesan for taste. Okay, so now that I have my little concoction, it told me to heat it up on medium to high heat. Okay, so we're on step 3 because we're ignoring the first ones because we're doing raviolis. So step 3, heat up all of our thing on medium to high heat. Whisk while cooking for about 3 to 5. Okay, so I have to heat it up and then start whisking it for 3 to 5 minutes, but I'm not sure because if we look over here, it's not really boiling yet, but I mean, that says it will only take 4 minutes. So maybe I will, since it says specifically to not stir these, once I put those in, since they'll take 4 minutes, and it seems like this will take 3 to 5 minutes, which in between 3 and 5 is 4, it should be perfect. And so I think I will start this when I put the raviolis in. Sound good? Sound good. Okay, so the water has started to boil, so I think we're just gonna put it in now. It doesn't say if you're supposed to put the lid on or not, but I guess not, because it doesn't say so. I'm like really scared that I'm gonna dump these in. They're gonna like all break everywhere with the stove. See, I hope I don't burn myself, you know, like if they splash. Woo! It says to leave them alone, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. Also, do you not see how unsafe I am? Do you see I just have an open fire right here? It's because our burners don't light themselves, so we have to like turn on the gas and then use a lighter. And I was trying to be quick and I know it's unsafe, so let me just get this on there. So I was just thinking, was the reason I was supposed to put it in the saute pan was because it was supposed to be cooking while I was putting the ingredients in? I hope not, because it's still on the counter. On the stove. Cook for 3 to 5 minutes. So it is 5:33. So we should be done around like 5:38. These are already look like they're expanding. That's crazy. All right, so it says whisk. So does that mean like this? This is a whisk, right? All right, so I've literally been whisking it for only 1 minute, and I'm confused how we have to do it for 4 minutes. Also, that's an obnoxious noise. Did I use the wrong thing? And also, did I like not make enough? Like, why am I seeing the bottom of my pan? I don't know, but I guess I'll just continue to, or is this like whisking? Dude, honestly, if you're trying to learn how to cook, this is not for you. I'm learning myself right now. But yeah, so this will just keep stirring for the next couple minutes, and then these just keep getting more swollen. All right, so I think it's about time to drain these. They're getting really puffy. Also, this is looking so delicious. You can't even see on camera. It's like a vibrant green and it smells so good. I'm so excited to eat this. And I hope you enjoy this beautifully aesthetic clip. It is, yeah, I almost dropped my phone down the garbage disposal to get this clip, so. We're definitely keeping it in now, even though it's not as cool as I pictured. Okay, so Daniel just got home and I still really want to surprise him and get his reaction. So let's plate everything up and yeah. Okay, so also I forgot to tell you, I'm like rushing right now because I'm in a panic because I just want this to be perfect. But my grandma suggested that I use these 2 rolls and I make it into like some garlicky bread. And she told me to use the broiler, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Well, now we're out of time, so I guess we're just gonna use the toaster. I'm just gonna pop those in to make it look a little more fancy, put some butter on it and call it a day. We're on a time crunch now. He's home. Okay, so I know that this butter is actually a disaster. I didn't realize that it was solid as a rock, so LOL. But anyways, this is our food, and honestly, I think it turned out so good. I hope it tastes as good as it looks, but it's actually looking pretty good. And I guess all there's left to do is get Daniel's reaction. Let's see. Could you smell what it was? I feel like it smells burnt in here.
It smells hella fucking good in here.
Really? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and look.
Dude, that looks so good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Made some. Oh, dude, that looks delicious.
It's pesto raviolis with pesto raviolis with spinach or something.
Dude.
And like this, yeah, I don't know. Do you want to try it?
Should I do a taste test?
Yeah, do a taste test to see and like be honest.
Dude, this looks so good. Here, hold on. I want to take a bite of this first because it looks like you did some fancy stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I put too much. Is it too salty from the garlic? Like
no, that's hella good.
Okay, nice. So my grandma told me to broil it. My mom and my grandma did, but then you got here too soon, so I had to put it in the toaster.
Oh, bro, that's so good.
I'm so glad. And then also, is pesto supposed to be chunky? Because that's why it's only in the center.
I've seen pesto a bunch of different ways. I don't know.
For sure. But I made my own pesto. Like I mixed like pesto with lemon and like.
Nice. I don't want to get all the pesto on one bite though.
I know. Like I don't know if we can just spread it out. Maybe that was just for aesthetic. Like
I want to get a little bit of pesto and a noodle. Pasta test.
Yes. And you know what's
So
funny?
good.
And now that you tasted it and you like it, this isn't what you're supposed to get. You were supposed to get this, like the same recipe with the sauce and stuff, but it was like ganache or I don't know.
I don't know what that is, but I've heard that name.
And so yeah, but then they didn't have it at Safeway, and I didn't want to go to another store, so my grandma was like, "Here, do you want an extra pack of these?" So I'm glad that it's good.
It's very good.
I'm glad.
I'm so hungry. That was so good.
I'm so glad. Yes. Now let's actually go sit down, watch a show, and eat our dinner.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah. Love you. And until next
garlic bread.
Until next time, AD fam, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Later.